I remember when I was 8, not I was 9. No, wait. What grade are you in when you're 8? I was 10. No, 7. I was 7. Anyway, I was wearing this green dress and strawberry. It was a dress with strawberries on it. We were at the bank. Do you ever hear a story or tell a story and get stuck on details that no one cares about? How do we know which details are important to a story? That is a really good question. And I really want to talk about it. I'll probably do 2 videos. One is the writer's belief of show, don't tell. But really, today I want to talk about finding the detail. I remember a story from 20 years ago, and it was an acquaintance, were eating brunch, and he told me about his last drink. And when he had his last drink, he got in a car accident. The only part of this story, which was riveting, fascinating, horrific, and also empowering because he's actually was a really awesome person. Don't remember him at all. Only saw him that one day. Anyway, what I remember 20 years later is he said he knew it was his last drink. No, okay. See, oh my God, I'm doing it. He said leading up to the car accident, he was gripping the wheel for reasons. And gripping the wheel at impact, gripping the wheel. And when the car accident, when the car stopped and he's taking in everything around him, which again, don't remember that part of the story, he pries his fingers off the wheel and looks at his fingers, and they're so blown up like sausages. And he just knew then. He just knew. And the way he described his fingers and the way he was talking about it and then looking at his hands as he was saying these beautiful piano playing hands and how they were swollen up from the accident, I still see it so vividly. Not only do I see him telling the story, I actually see his half-eaten eggs on the plate. I see my mid-bite waffle on my fork as I'm listening. It's a great story. Oh my God, it was such a great story. So like we all need to tell stories like that, right? And I am actually always to blame of being like, and then this happened, and then I thought this, and then that's over, right? Especially when you're nervous talking to people. And this is really about storytelling with other people, but it also is for writers. Here's what I want to do on this video. I want to try something, and if it works, I want to try it a few times to see if it works. I wanted to get us through a meditation, because here's what I've noticed. When I've written memoirs for other people, I've done some ghostwriting. Usually I will ask in my many questions, I ask a lot of questions. I'll say, what's your aha moment? When did you know that something had to change? And a lot of people go like, oh, well, it was the day that, my so-and-so passed, or so-and-so broke up with me, or I got divorced, or I found out someone stole from me. There's, and you go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, tell me the moment. And they go, well, the moment that I found out that, like, if it's stealing, I found out that they stole from me. Okay, tell me about that moment. Oh, they stole like this much money. Tell me about, where were you? And they usually don't remember. It's kind of amazing, because like it's such a pivotal part of your life. Don't you remember the detail? And we don't. It's trauma sometimes. Oftentimes this moment is trauma, so we don't remember the details for reasons that are about self-preservation. But wouldn't it be great if we did, because we're trying to tell a story? And sometimes it's a funny story and we forget the aha moment of a funny story. It's not just trauma. Funny stories, memories, nostalgia, the moment you fell in love, the moment you knew someone's the right person for you. My husband always tells that story about us, like the moment he knew. I hate that story because it's a detail that I find kind of embarrassing, but whatever, he loves it, so let him have it. I won't tell you that story because I don't like it. Don't tell him I said that. Oh, he'll watch this. Here's the thing. I'm going to try a meditation with you. It's going to be a guided meditation. If you are a writer and you're trying to write a scene, I'm going to say you in the guided meditation, but it will be actually the protagonist. Like, think about you were the protagonist for a moment, and really, writers, we're always a protagonist, right? Kinda. And the villain. Anyway, that's a philosophical moment for another day. So I'm going to guide you on a meditation. I'm going to be totally frank. I let AI help me figure out the first 2 minutes of a meditation because I don't meditate. So, disclaimer here, I'm not a hypnotherapist. I am not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I am not trained in guided meditation. I don't even know if how to be trained in guided meditation. So, this is a guided meditation, much like being at Woodstock and someone saying, try this one. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is going to work. And I don't know how to do guided meditations. Like, I don't know how to. I have a lilt. You'll see. I'm gonna try it. I have a lilt. I did dog rescue and I learned my hey puppy, how you doing? I do that. And I can get a dog to like me. So I'm trying to manipulate you all like I did I manipulated dogs. That's horrible. Okay, so we're gonna try this meditation. Here's the thing. I have a scene in my novel that I'm really working on. There's a scene in my memoir that I'm really working on that I really need to do this, but it got a little too much. So I'm going to work on my vampire soccer mom story. And I want to rewrite the scene where my protagonist walks into the antagonist's house for the first time. I know that I want her to go in feeling kind of jealous, and I want her to feel a sense of welcome into the house. I want her to feel seduced. Yeah. So from jealousy to seduction is actually where I want this scene to go. And I have been having a hard time with details. So I am going to use the meditation for that. You can use this meditation for any story, a story about yourself, a story about why you do what you do. Like, if you're writing your About Me page and you have a small business, you want to share a story about why you do what you do when you realized you really wanted to what? Oh my God, I'm nervous. All right, let's try this meditation. You try it after I record this and edit it and put it up. I'm going to try it. And then next, I'm going to tell you how my scene went. Okay. Okay, here we go. Find a quiet and comfortable place to lie down or sit. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. With each breath, feel your mind connect with the deep, detailed richness of your mind's eye. Imagine standing in front of a beautiful, ornate wooden door. Take a moment to run your fingers over the exquisite crevices of this door. In your next deep breath, smell the freshness of the door's wood. Take in the vibrant colors on and around the door. When you touch it, feel the temperature it emanates. Now, touch the coolness of the doorknob. Wrap your fingers around the doorknob and take note of how firm your grasp is as you turn it. Push it open very slowly. You are hit by the sensations of your scene. Step through the threshold and look around you. Look in all directions. Look up. Look at the ground. Look behind you. Now listen to the sounds. Where are you? What do you see? Is it bright or dark? What do you smell? What is the temperature? Do you feel a breeze? And the sounds, even the sounds you usually wouldn't notice. Are there birds, traffic? Do you hear voices in other rooms or far away? As you take all of this in, find details that heighten your emotion. Even seemingly unimportant, unrelated details, anything that makes you feel. Have you found that detail? You are surprised by how much you feel from this one detail, this one sound, this one light. Take a moment to fully immerse yourself in this setting. Be as lucid as possible as you explore your scene. Touch things, smell, feel the emotions with everything you interact with. Talk to people if they are there. Talk to yourself or even inanimate objects. Ask them questions. Interact with your setting. Find the strongest detail. As you leave, I want you to find a memento, something to bring to your consciousness as you write. Move back to the door. One last look. Take a deep breath. Go through the door and close it gently. In your next breath, return to the present moment. Open your eyes. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's figure out what to do better. If you heard a sigh, that was not me, it was my dog. Sorry about that. Not going to re-record it because it's late at night and I really want to go to bed. And to be honest, I'm new to YouTube. It's my second video, so probably no one will watch this. And y'all, we're going to watch it like 2 years from now and it'll go viral and it'll be like, that's genius. Or not. I don't know what'll happen. Anyway, I'm going to try it this week and I'm going to rewrite my scene and I'm going to tell you how it goes. Okay, bye.